Well, he cast his check. That's all on him.
We all good. We'll have some of those like.
Alright, let me tweet this real quick. Facebook it.
I couldn't find it.
I think I put the wrong link for my YouTube page.
Yo, George, are you enabling the chat too?
Where do I do that at? I haven't turned it off. Comment tracker. I guess I should have handled that before that because they could probably. Alright, let's see here.
Oh, you say you posted the link?
You what?
Okay, I just put it on my Facebook, so if y'all can share that.
Let me see.
Dag, I'm petty. I'm only following 700 people on Twitter.
That's on Twitter.
I'm one of them petty people I'm always talking about. I'm always talking about them myself.
Did you post it on Black America Web? Pinterest.
All right.
I don't see anything. No.
I'm gonna just tag y'all in the Facebook, John.
We're not Facebook friends, George.
Oh, you're not who?
No, we MySpace loyalists.
Who ain't Facebook friends with me? We got beef.
I don't think we're Facebook friends.
Cause you always deactivate your account. All right, so we already recording, so whatever. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy B. George.
What up?
Welcome
What's
back
up?
to 150 Sports Talk. It is Monday, June the 2nd, and we decided we're gonna jump on and do this chat again. DJ, you're muted, and we wanted to talk about the NBA Finals. First, let me introduce you to my expert panel of sports analysts. Starting off with Deion Ward, all the way from Waterbury, Connecticut, 6'2", 200 pounds,
5'10",
shooting guard out of what school?
Wilby.
What school?
Wilby.
Oh, like Wilby come around the mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. There you go.
and at Eighth Man, broadcasting live from Bridgeport, Connecticut, we got DJ Brown. What else is going on, DJ?
Hey, man.
You're vital. You're vital, man. You're vital to the team.
I'll tell you, what's up, everybody, man?
And all the way from Houston, Texas, we got James. James White. What's going on, boy?
What's going on, man? Had to represent the South one time.
Roll Tide.
That's right. All day. That's right. That's right.
From Wake Forest, North Carolina, with roots in Connecticut,
Oh yeah.
and of course, Big Bad Jamaica. God, man.
Hold up.
We got Nick Redwood. What's going on, Nick?
There you go, baby.
And
Going on gang signs?
I think so. I think that was the gang sign.
I got a gang sign.
All the way from Georgia, the meme champion of the world. You know him as Deuce of World Peace. I laughed at something he made. It's the phone gasket. What's going on, Drum?
How y'all doing, y'all? Y'all see this?
Yeah.
Like that, dude.
Okay.
Look like crap.
Nah.
That look like money.
Not least,
Sir.
Exactly.
last but not least, all the way from wait, it's not Bridgeport. It's Fairfield now. Fairfield,
Yeah, man.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
We got Tehran. What's
up,
going
people?
on, man?
What up, fellas?
Hey, Fairfield got the high per capita per year, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we also got lower taxes too.
Yeah, buddy.
Ain't nobody got the murder rate like New Haven though. Gun waving. Anyway,
You proud of that?
I'm in West Haven. I'm glad I made it out. Glory to God. I'm in the burbs now, bro. But anyway, we're here to talk about the NBA Finals, and of course, we're gonna crack some jokes and have some fun, of course. So we're gonna start off. We're just gonna get right into it.
I had to go do a wardrobe change for Drum. You know
Did
what I
this dude really change?
No.
Are we watching him change? Come on, D.
Yo, you just changed for drum, yo.
mean? Yes, I did. Take it
Oh,
how
I'm
you
really
want to take it.
upset that you had a jersey that ready for you to just throw on.
Got jerseys in the closet, cat dog.
His jersey on speed dial, man.
All right.
You got jerseys on speed dial.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So we're gonna start with Dion. Dion, finals prediction: Heat versus
Spurs in
Spurs.
6.
Who do you have?
Oh boy. Jeez.
Spurs in 6.
Jeez.
Spurs in 6 games. Okay. Give the people your reasons why. Spurs in 6.
They're hungry. They not going down like they did last year. They feel more so that they should have been champions this year, so they're not gonna let it happen the second time. They said they're not gonna be like the Utah Jazz and lose twice in a row.
Okay. So Dion's reasoning is they were there last year. They're hungrier now than they ever were before. And
You ain't gotta explain my reason. I already said it.
no, I'm just clarifying what you said. That's all. This is for me.
Yeah, but you doing it very sarcastically, my brother.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's okay.
You don't have to feel away because
I
you're
know
wrong.
you, George.
DJ,
I know you.
Yo, George, mute that dude, man.
it's getting to that. DJ, your
Like
turn.
around the horn.
It's ready.
DJ,
Yo,
we need your finals prediction. Spurs
well,
versus
first of
who
all,
you got?
George, let me start off by saying, Dion, your answer was stupid. Just want to throw that out there. It was stupid.
DJ, your glasses are stupid.
Your wardrobe is dumb.
Well, your beard is dirty.
Wait, this ain't snaps.
Honestly, I think my prediction, I hate LeBron James.
Wow.
Dang.
I don't want him to win another. But it can go either way, but if Dwayne Wade shows up, the Heat wins the championship.
Okay, how many games?
If Tim Duncan shows up and Kawhi Leonard and
Yo, DJ sound retarded right now.
Wait a minute. You a robot?
Nigga, DJ on freaking voice chat.
All right.
DJ got,
Give it a few minutes, though.
DJ sounds like Spring.
DJ got Metro PC.
Okay.
Got that Metro PCS anointing over his life.
Oh man.
So we're gonna get back to him, but I do believe he said the Heat. Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. James Harris White.
What's up? I think it's going 7. I think it's going 7, and I think it's Spurs in 7. I think it'll be as exciting as it was last year, except this time the Spurs actually hit free throws at the end of the game, and I think they'll have some type of contingency plan that Ray Allen won't be left wide open all the time. I do expect a D-Wade game, and what I mean by D-Wade game is one of those games where he just goes absolutely off and it's a wrap. I do think both teams will win at least one game on the upper floor, but I think it's Spurs in 7.
Spurs in 7. Nick, what do you think?
Spurs in 4.
Spurs in 4.
Wow. I'm joking. That's the BS. Nah, man. Heat in 6. Trying to get the Heat in 6.
Heat in 6.
The reason, I mean, they're gonna take one in San Antonio. They're gonna take the first game in San Antonio. So, Heat in 6. That's one. I don't even want to talk about this. To be honest with you, man. that's my analysis.
Oh, Drum, what's going on, man? What you got?
All right, I got several reasons. First of all, give an honor to God.
Bless him.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Miami and 5 or 6, man. Reason. This is the first reason. The Spurs general, he's not 100%.
Good point.
Cole has picked up on defense this year, so I'm pretty.
My light ain't right.
I'm pretty sure he can contain that not 100% general. And reason number 2 is I think Miami's a better away team than the Spurs are. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Teron.
So I think the Spurs are going to take it in 6 this year. Reason being, they should have took it in 6 last year, and they're a better team this year. And Miami's not as strong as they were, in my opinion. I think Miami lost some sharpshooters like Mike Miller. Mario Chalmers isn't playing as well, and I just think the Spurs have revenge in their mind, and that's always a dangerous thing. So, and then to another thing too, all their players are playing like 37 minutes or less. Miami, you got LeBron James playing darn near 44, 45 minutes every night. That's not going to last playing against a great team like the Spurs. They move the ball around too well, and they're just a skilled, complete team as opposed to Miami. Good player.
Okay, so you guys already know my answer.
Eating 3.5.
I myself agree with Nick. I think it's going to be Heat in 6. And just like, I totally agree with Nick with what Nick said. They're definitely going to win the first game. And that adds into something that Drum said. They're going to win the first game because Tony Parker's not healthy all the way. And I don't think he's going to be right by game 1. So, I think game 1 off the rip, I think they're going to win game 6. And the reason why I think they're going to win the entire finals is the same reason why they destroyed the Pacers. As we've now seen with Tim Duncan's comments immediately after the game, just like the Pacers were obsessed with the Heat, the Spurs are just as obsessed with the Heat and still have the feeling like we should have beat you. They have that same exact emotional response and feeling. And the fact remains, if you would have really should have beat them, then you can talk about Game 6 until the cows come home. Game 7 was a day and a half after, and you got bodied in Game 7. You had every opportunity to win Game 7. And
George, my only thing about that is, man.
Hold on. I let everybody have their take.
Okay.
We're gonna open it up for discussion. But my issue, this is what my issue is. Tim Duncan, you missed the layup that could have sealed the game. Y'all missed a couple free throws that could have sealed the game. And you let Chris Bosh, who averages now about 5-6 rebounds a game, get a rebound and kick it out to Ray Allen. So what possibly makes you think, and I like Teron's point about LeBron playing such and such minutes or whatever, but the reason why they play 20-something minutes is because Popovich is a micromanager. He just feels like he's a genius. He feels like he's just a mad scientist, and he's gonna move and push and move and push. They could have finished the They could have finished the Thunder. They could have finished the Thunder in probably 5 games if he would have decided to put the starters back in when the bench got him back in that other game. But no, he was being a genius and decided to keep him out. So the long and short of it is, LeBron can play 40 minutes and it's not going to bother him. He's 29. He's in the middle of his prime right now. Also, Dwayne Wade is healthy. Those 2 reasons. Dwayne Wade wasn't healthy last year, and they still won. Healthy Dwayne Wade. LeBron's in his prime. He already knows their strategy against him. They're going to back off and let him shoot jumpers. His jumper is better. His field goal percentage is much better than it was last year. It's going to be a tough series. They are going to get a couple games, but I don't see them winning. And just the fact that Tim said that, showed the cards a little bit. We're definitely going to get this one. I just feel like it's just not going to happen for him.
Wait, can I say something, George? I just think that the Heat are they resemble OKC a lot, meaning that they have a dominant small forward who can do a lot of things. They got a good wing player in Dwayne Wade, just like Russell Westbrook, who can do a lot of things. And I think San Antonio figured out a way to defend them with Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. I mean, they're not shutting them down, but they're making things very uncomfortable. And just like OKC had a stretch 4, kind of, Miami has a stretch 4. Yours can just go out a little further and shoot the 3 ball, but I think San Antonio has great practice with this. And again, they're a better team, and it's not like this is something new. They faced Miami before. They know what the strengths and weaknesses are, and that goes both ways. But, I just think that they're mentally prepared for this, and they're a better team. I think Danny Green's a much better player. That's a big key.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with that because Danny Green can't beat LeBron for one reason and one reason alone. KD can't post up, and LeBron can. That's the only reason why Danny Green on KD worked and Kawhi was able to go D Russell Westbrook. That's the only reason. If KD had a post game, there'd be no way in the world that Danny Green could guard him at 6'4", 6'5". Let them put Danny Green on LeBron.
No, Kawhi Leonard's going on LeBron. You already know that.
Right.
Well, I think
they're not going to have the flexibility to switch them off. Kawhi Leonard is going to be on LeBron from game 1 till it's over. They're not going to have that flexibility. And a healthy Dwayne Wade is going to healthy Dwayne. Who's a better defender, Paul George or Danny Green?
No, it's definitely Paul George. But I think if you look at the scheme that San Antonio,
Dwayne Wade ate his food. You guys can.
I think it's a disservice to the Spurs to compare them to the Pacers or OKC. They are a much better team than both of those guys. They're not the Pacers. The Pacers got some kind of complex issues that we don't even know about. The Pacers are acting like they won the championship last year, and they were all cocky and everything. They got a big man of 7'2" that scored 4 points the whole series or something like that. That's not Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan outscored him in game 1. They don't have the same issues that the Pacers have. They don't have a Lance Stevenson on their team. They don't have a Paul George that they're paying $90 million to, and he only showed up for 1 game. They don't have those type of issues there in San Antonio. They are a real team. These are the 2 best teams in the league. And so whatever matchup problems that LeBron gives or Dwayne Wade gives, the Spurs offer matchup problems too as well. And the way that they play and how they play, that series came down to 7 games. No matter how it happened, it came to 7 games. I think it's going to be again a test of wills. You could talk about what Pop does. You could talk about what Tim Duncan said. When it gets on the court, it's a totally different thing. They're hard to beat 4 times. Both of these teams are.
We're talking about 2 different things, though, James. What I was talking about was the emotional standpoint, the mindset of we should have beat them. I wasn't talking about tactically they're like the Spurs. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about that mindset of that's our championship. We should have beat them. It should have been done, blah, blah, this and that.
Well, they're salty, but the Heat was salty, too, when they lost to the Dallas. They were saying some of the same things after those games, too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no. I mean,
I'm
all
sorry, I'm
right.
talking to a Heat fan. My bad.
I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. Does anybody remember the Heat responding the same way, saying that we should have won the championship after they lost to the Mavs?
Dwayne Wade did.
Guys,
Dwayne Wade did.
jump in.
Look it
'Cause
up.
I don't remember that. Dion, do you remember that?
I do remember being disappointed getting there with the squad they had and not getting it done. So pretty much yes.
Nick, do you remember the Heat losing to the Mavs and coming back the next year saying that that was our championship and we should have won?
No, I remember LeBron being salty. He's like, "Oh, y'all gonna return to your miserable lives and stuff," but you know.
No. That was right after the game. I'm talking about the next week.
Nah, I honestly don't know, man. Somebody jump in for me, please.
Ramon, do you remember the Heat 12 months later saying, "We remember, and that was our championship"?
No, I don't know.
Does it have to be 12 months later? If you said it, right?
Well,
You know
I
what?
didn't hear that. What did he say?
I said,
I-
does it have to be 12 months later? If he said it, he just said it, right?
But the point I'm trying to make is James made a point of the Heat having the same response that the Spurs and the Pacers have been having for the past 2 years. And I do not remember them ever saying something to the effect of what Tim Duncan said.
But you know,
Right
I mean, that's something that could have.
We remember, that's our championship, blah, blah, this and that. So, hey guys, Alex is here. So, Alex.
Let's keep it current, Let's keep it current.
Yeah,
Good point.
they was quiet, man.
Hold on, George. Let me say something real quick. So,
Say that again. Say that again, Ramon.
It was quiet, man. I know LeBron was in hiding because he had all that heat on him, man.
Oh, okay. All right, Teron, go ahead. Make your point.
now I was gonna say that if you look at the series with Dallas and Miami, the Heat were 7 points total in the series away from winning the championship. Like they lost one game by 2 points, another game by 3 points, another game by 1 point. So I mean, whether they said it or not, that you got to feel like you did enough to win the game. There's a few possessions you missed out on. So
Right.
I mean, that just could be PR for the team.
I'm trying to display the point you just made, whether they said it or not, it shows some tact and some professionalism to know that you can't say that kind of stuff. Just like the Pacers put it on their chest. We want Game 7 at Conseco Fieldhouse. We want the #1 seed. They had that on their chest the whole season.
The Pacers are jelly back though, man.
Broke them down.
The Pacers are jelly back though. They were frauds the whole time. The Spurs actually won 4 championships. You know, the Pacers were acting like they won something. They never won anything.
As Ramon said, let's keep it current. Where's the last time? Alex, we need your finals prediction
Spurs in 6.
and your reasoning behind that.
That revenge factor, man.
The same revenge factor that the Pacers had. Keep going.
As my man just said, the Pacers was frauds the whole time, bro.
But they had the same revenge factor.
I think the Spurs mentally, they just. Listen, I'll say this: if Tony Parker is healthy, it's over. I think it's done. It's like if Dwayne Wade was healthy, it would be done. So Tony Parker, I think.
Dwayne Wade is healthy.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think.
That remains to be seen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dwayne?
Yes.
What
Dwayne
remains?
Dwayne look good.
He gonna get hurt lifting Gabrielle after 1 game.
All right. Okay, DJ, this is your first time. We like to talk in facts here on the sports show.
Here we go with the facts, BS.
This is what the fact, bruh. I mean, unless you were at their house, then knock yourself out. Literally. All right, but Alex, you say Spurs in 6, revenge factor, Tony Parker.
And one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Spurs know that they gave away that chip last year. I don't think it was taken from them. They gave.
Uh-oh. That's Sprint.
Robot.
Auto so.
That's Sprint.
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
I think the internet in it on itself, Alex, cut you off because it knew that what you were saying was because
George, you throwing that shade.
they had every opportunity to win Game 7. They let Chris Bosh, who gets 6 boards a game, out rebound 3 dudes and pass it out to Ray Allen.
But that's what I'm saying. They gave it away.
The Heat took it.
Okay.
So
I think Ginobili gave it away.
you think so?
That's true. I think LeBron
Line,
beat Ginobili.
missing those free throws.
Ginobili do always have LeBrons on. Always. You ever notice that?
No, except for that time his shoe exploded. You remember that?
Ginobili be having the fresh ones. Like, Ginobili be wearing 11s. Everyone we have, Ginobili has the LeBrons on.
Wow.
Nobody don't know what them shoes is, man.
Nobody
Nobody think he wearing Newports, man. He see the trick. Nobody think he got on Newports, man.
Hey George, have you seen another player in the league wear D-Wade shoes?
What's those? Those is Converse, right?
No, some Chinese shoes.
The linings.
Oh, no, I never seen that joint.
Nah,
I think George got a pair though. I think George got a pair.
Jeremy Lin tried to size on.
Hey man, they not as bad as the JaVale McGee, Shane Battier joints, the peak joints. Them just like one level up from Starberries, bro.
Starberries. No, there's some Al Harrington shoes.
Oh
my God.
These are my shoes. How you make a shoe $15 but could afford commercials? That makes no sense to me. None. You should be out with Peter Popoff at like.
It's all about giving back to the community, George.
They just give them.
Here you go, DJ.
Give them sneakers. Don't make them pay $15. You know what you can do with $15? Okay, we'll get back to the finals in a second. Let's talk about the NBA all-defensive team. The first team that came out today, I can't remember it exactly. Hold on for 1 second.
Joakim Noah.
Future.
Yeah, that sounds hot.
T-Pain, dog. T-Pain out.
All right, here we go right here, fellas.
All right, go ahead, Teron.
Okay, so we're gonna do agree or disagree, and then we're gonna give our reasons why. All right.
Everybody saw it?
The first team. Oh, that's very helpful. Put that on the screen again, Teron.
Nobody can talk though.
It is on the screen.
Hold up. I think I can make it. All right, you guys can see it now, right?
Nope.
Hey, Magic Trick didn't work, George.
Okay.
Teron, you gotta
I'm
talk.
just gonna say
Hold
it.
on. All right, so here we go.
Well, actually, Teron, just talk, and it'll stay up. The name.
All right, so pretty much, I'm gonna tell you what it is. The center was Joakim Noah. Power forward was Paul George. Another forward is Serge Ibaka. Guard Chris Paul. Another guard forward Iguodala, and that's the first team. Second team is LeBron, Patrick Beverly.
What?
Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, and Roy Hibbert. Wow.
Oh my God.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
$1. Iggy?
So let's talk about the first team. Bro, you go ahead and start. What?
First of all, Iguodala, dude.
Well, he got 57 first place votes, 148 points total. So he just beat out LeBron. LeBron had 134 total.
Oh my
57.
God. Yeah, he paying people or sleeping with women, man. He's sleeping with fans. Ain't no way he can. No, not Iguodala, man. Not all defensive team. Not first, man. No.
Hey.
Not no legs day, bruh.
Hey, with Kobe not being there, it made it easier for other guys to get
Not
in,
no
so
legs.
I understand
Hysterical.
Bruh.
Hysterical.
He ain't got no legs. How can you stop somebody? He ain't got no legs, man.
That's crazy. LeBron didn't make first team NBA. Yo.
Oh.
So all right, let's do it like this. Who says that the NBA first team is correct?
Not me.
I think
disagree.
DeAndre Jordan should be up there. I mean, him
Yeah,
and
DeAndre Jordan.
deserve to be
Yeah.
up there.
DeAndre
Yeah.
Jordan should be up there. True.
Yes.
True.
And I don't think Chris Paul should be up there.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Here
I
we
don't.
go.
I mean, number one, he missed a whole bunch of games this season.
That's true.
And then number two, I mean, the defensive force on that team really was DeAndre Jordan. I thought Tony Allen would have made it first team over Chris Paul.
Now you preaching. Tony Allen.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Any other? So we got DeAndre Jordan, Tony Allen. Any other glaring omissions from the first team outside of the obvious?
My first team would have been Dylan.
That's
And
too good.
the second team is just as puzzling. Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, see, I don't know about that.
You saw it got.
James lives in Houston. James.
Yes.
Patrick Beverly. Did he even start the whole season for the Rockets?
Wycliffe did not start the whole season. This is the only dude that plays in the NBA that actually wears Timberland boots on the court. I don't like Patrick Beverly, okay? I don't like the Rockets. Let's just get this clear. Even though I live in Houston, I do not like the Rockets. all
Same
right?
here,
I
man.
go to Rockets games wearing the other team's colors. I don't like the Rockets. I don't
What?
like Patrick Beverly is as much of a goon as Lance Stevenson's been. So, no.
So
Okay,
Lance Stevenson don't belong up there.
Hell no, DJ. Hell no.
No, but seriously, wait,
It's a question.
wait. All jokes aside, dude had a great year, man. Come on.
He had a good year, but not
He had
no
a great year.
first team.
Okay, let's talk about Lance
Jeez.
real quick.
Do we
Who
have
here thinks that Lance is about to get an enormous contract from somewhere in the NBA?
Somebody's gonna pay him.
I think he's gonna get a big raise. They ain't gonna be.
Yeah, he
what
gonna
you
he gonna get a
expect.
nice check somewhere.
Nah,
Yo,
he-
so Iguodala, y'all taking Iguodala over Lance?
Of course, defensively, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Going back on mute. I'm sorry.
But no, going back to that point, I honestly wouldn't have Iguodala nowhere near the first team or the second team. I would put Jimmy Butler before I would put.
Now, Carmelo Anthony's on my list before Iguodala.
Yo, somebody mute DJ, please.
Oh my God.
That was good. That was a good one, DJ.
Nah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good.
In fairness to Iguodala, though, they did ask him at Golden State to guard a lot of positions on there because they don't have any defense there, and so they put him on wings, they put him on guards, this, that, and other. I mean, I wouldn't put him in the first team, but
that's their own fault. That's their own fault for deciding they want to sign another guard when they already have 15 there, knowing that Andrew Bogut is made of paper mache and tinfoil. Like,
True.
It made no sense. From the time they signed him, I was like, this makes no sense.
That's why they were sixth in the West again.
They're about to sign Kevin Love.
Who?
Golden
Plays
State.
no defense.
Golden State.
I don't know, man.
I got that memo today, man.
He text you?
Huh?
He text you?
No, Rubio did. I know Ricky Rubio, man.
All right, so they asked Paul George after the game about Lance Stevenson if he would be excited to have him back. And Paul George's first words were, "I don't know."
Wow.
Hold on, that's not completely accurate though.
No, yeah, it's not completely accurate.
That's not completely accurate. Hold on, that's not because they asked him a question and his answer was more so saying that that's not really my decision. Like he didn't say I want him back, but he was like that's not really my decision.
No, I didn't say he didn't say he didn't say he didn't want him back. He said, "I don't know. That's up to Larry Bird, and that's his decision.
Which is true, but he later on went on to say, "I would love to have him back." We came in together in the rest of the interview.
I feel, I feel.
Context.
Is
Context.
that? Thank you, Nick. Go ahead, speak on it, please. Because if I'm somebody, I want some. All right, let's just take Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh been in Miami on every radio interview saying, "Oh yeah, all three of us are gonna be back." He's never not once said, "Well, that's up to Pat."
Right.
You're right.
Hey, Jones, I'll go you one further. You remember 2004 when the Lakers got bounced out by the Pistons? Now, everybody knew Shaq and Kobe had issues. When they asked Kobe Bryant after the game when he played with Shaq, and he said, "I'll play with Shaq my whole career," even though he knew he was gone.
Yeah.
When you want somebody, when you really want to play with somebody, and that's your teammate, and they ask you that question, you say, "Yeah, I do." That man paused, and then he said, "I don't know." His body language basically said, "Nah."
You know what though? But I wouldn't want Lance on my team either. Though, tell you the truth, like there's too much stuff to worry about.
But Paul George is easy to blame.
Say that again.
Paul George didn't show up at all, but how many games he showed up?
One quarter.
Great point. Great point, DJ. He showed up the only game that LeBron was in foul trouble.
Exactly. And like I said, I hate LeBron, but it's Paul George's fault, man.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
George, Lance Stevenson showed up more games than Paul George.
Yeah.
Yep. He shot 9 shots one game. Like, what is that?
Real talk, Paul George has been the same since the handshake last season. What have you seen him do since the handshake? The handshake was basically LeBron telling him, "I see you now," and they D'd him up. He's been a non-factor except for one quarter.
Yo, he just proved to me he'll never be a star, yo. Let alone
he's a star, but he's not a superstar like they
I don't think
say
he's
he
a star.
was.
I don't think he's a star.
Ooh, okay. Paul George, superstar star.
I like Paul George. He's not a star, and he if he keep going like this, he will not be a superstar.
All right, I'll take that back. You're right. He's not a star. He does have the potential of being a star and the potential of being a superstar, but he ain't there yet.
I don't think he has the potential to be a superstar.
Alex, all right. Tehran says no potential to be a superstar. Alex, Paul George, potential to be a superstar. Oh, Alex is frozen. Or just thinking.
Nah. I said no.
He's a star role player. That's what he is.
That's a good point.
All right, James. He's a star? Does he have potential to be a superstar?
He has potential. He's not a star. He needs mentoring, like he's been trying to get with LeBron during the summers. He needs to do that or go to somebody's camp or something. It's there, but he can't get his own shot. He can't lift his other teammates on a consistent basis, and they're paying that man what, $80 million now. Mm-hmm. So he better be one.
All I'm saying is,
Nick, does Paul George have the potential to be a superstar?
I think so. Why not? He's 24 years old. He hasn't even reached his prime yet.
Drum?
What?
Ramon?
Nope.
I think he's frozen.
Nope. I think he's got potential, man.
No, he just said nope.
He just said nope. So I can't stop stuttering. I feel like Paul George does have the potential to be a superstar. He is 24 years old. I think if his what's up, Santi? I think that if the people running his team weren't so spastic and so flaky and got some like foundation under their feet and built the team around him and just stopped just acquiring people all crazy, I think for him, he needs better leadership. And I think he would have probably been better suited going on the free agent market, but I felt like he got kind of suckered in to the whole loyalty thing. I think he's like a Kevin Garnett type of player.
Spastic.
Spastic, relating to or affected by muscle spasm. In case y'all was wondering.
Wait a minute.
Yo, he just fact checked the heck out of you.
Hold up, because I
just got checked.
No, hold up, because y'all was looking like I didn't know what it meant, so I put it up.
Yeah, I feel like.
What's the Urban Dictionary? What's the Urban Dictionary though?
Stop fact checking me. Anyway,
I feel like Terrion is Ryan Rucco on this joint.
I know he's doing the Ryan Rucco right now. So
Georgia Stephen A. Deuces Skip.
So yes, he's spastic.
T-Bone Mania.
Wow.
All right, so we covered that. We covered the finals.
Can we talk about Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, please?
Oh yes.
Can we talk about the horrible coaching all around?
Yeah, we've been on the page. We haven't talked about OKC.
I really want to talk about Durant because I feel like Durant can't hide behind Rusty anymore, yo. It's his turn to be like, put up or shut up. I mean, he got MVP, and it's time for him to show and tell, man. He's been in the league 7-8 years now, and he's nothing to show for it. And he's been hiding behind Rusty's bad shots, bad decisions, and I feel like, it's time people get off LeBron and get on him. So
I don't think that's gonna happen, though, man. I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's really likable. I understand that, but still, as a pro, the NBA scoring champion, the NBA MVP,
Kamala,
Western Conference Finals isn't good enough anymore. It's not.
In the car now, yeah.
Last year he had an excuse. Rusty was hurt. We understand that. This year, what's his excuse now?
I got you. The Spurs were a better team.
So you don't think they could have beat the Spurs last year with Russell Westbrook or this year?
I don't think OKC is going to win anything since they traded James Harden.
Exactly.
I mean, you need every dog you can to win, and they've never replaced him. They've never replaced James Harden. They miss him, and I'm telling you right now, here in Houston, even though James Harden's got a max contract and he's living fat and he's tipping strippers and everything else, he misses being in OKC too.
Really?
He knows he does not have a chance to win a championship here being the man here in Houston.
Yeah, especially playing with Dwight Howard.
Exactly.
Houston about to get Carmelo, man.
They are not.
What we heard it here first. They're not kidding.
They are not.
Talk to J.R. Smith, man.
Man, I don't know, man. There's so much that was just said. I kind of the Harden thing, I disagree with because to me his name is James Harden. There's no D in his name. He plays no defense. He has this like everybody talked about how when he was in OKC, he willingly came off the bench. And I'm starting to disagree with that now because I'm starting to see the signs of a spoiled brat. Every time a play wasn't called for him against the Trailblazers, you could just tell. I could just tell by watching the game they're going to Dwight now because he's just got that same dumb look on his face. So I don't know.
Let me speak on this for just a second.
Do right around Nick.
I've seen him play because I'm here in Houston. James Harden is like that auxiliary keys player that's real nice in the band, but when he got to play mains, he's like trash.
Hey, that's a band joke. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Don't bring Dwight Howard up around me, man.
James, you break that for Nick because Nick is the only non-musician here.
Okay.
Nah, that's cool. Keep going. Keep going, man.
James, hey, as soon as you start talking, his fists get tighter and tighter, man. Like, don't talk about Dwight Howard, man.
No.
I'm gonna be nice today.
Nick, put the baby down, Nick.
I'm gonna be nice today because I really go. Oh man, don't choke the baby. Spree well on the baby. Don't spree well the baby. Nah,
I do have a question.
Okay.
That's gonna be on YouTube too.
I know, right? Somebody said they had a question. Who said it?
Oh, me, DJ.
Go ahead, man.
Do y'all think the Trailblazers wasted too much energy in the Rocket series that they had none for the Spurs, or the Spurs are that much better than them.
Oh, the Spurs are that much better than them. That's
Yeah,
easy.
Spurs.
That's easy. They don't. They ain't ready yet.
Trailblazers have no bench. None.
Yeah, they do. They have Mo Williams.
They have no bench whatsoever. Where was Mo Williams?
Yo, George, shut up. Yeah.
They're 2K ready though.
And Damian Lillard.
They're NBA 2K. There's some teams that's championship ready, and there's some teams that's 2K ready.
Like the Knicks.
Come see me with the Trailblazers. Like the Knicks. I can thrash cats with the Knicks. It's just like you have no shot. But in real life, Lala got the joystick. Anyway.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
But the other thing about OKC, I think there's no creativity in the coaching at all. I think that this is an issue that Coach Spoelstra has with the Miami Heat too, that I just hate. They don't make changes until they lose. They're never like proactive with the changes. Like when the Spurs went small and it just like threw the Thunder off, I really feel like they should have went small with them. Where was Caron Butler? And those that know how I feel about Caron Butler these days. And
we can't talk about that up here.
Where was Jeremy Lamb? Like, they were running, like, he was running 3-point guards.
Yeah.
He was running 3-point guards at the end of the game. 3-point guards, Kevin Durant, and Ibaka. There was nobody out there taller than 60.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just looking at their bench, like I was saying, and for Game 7,
yeah,
Fisher played 33 minutes off the bench. Like the next highest minutes per game off the bench was 12 minutes, and that's in an overtime game. Like it's ridiculous.
Like
I'm not quite sure they've established what their identity is on offense whatsoever, and I would love to see what they can do if they actually had a real point guard.
Right.
I think having Russell Westbrook at that spot, and he's crazy, and top 5 player in the league in my opinion, but I don't think he can.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Somebody didn't like that comment. Finish your point and we'll get to that.
I don't think he successfully run an offense from a point guard position. And ISOs is one thing, but if they had like a Rondo or a Chris Paul or somebody like that knows how to.
Oh, James froze too.
Russell don't use playbook. He don't know how to use
easier for him to do what he does and for Durant to do what he does and everybody.
That's a first to play it.
All right, so you say the fix the point guard. All right, but let's go back to the other point because DJ didn't like that. Is Russell Westbrook a top 5 player in the NBA? DJ Brown.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't believe he's top 5. No.
Okay, then give us your top 5 players in the NBA.
Okay, not in order.
No, we need an order.
Oh my God.
We don't do that here.
Okay, I'll have to say, I have to go with LeBron. I have to go with KD. Then I'll have to give the third spot to. I have to give that third spot to Chris Paul. No, I give that. Yeah.
The robot's taking you over, DJ. The robot
just signed with Nappy Head Production.
T-Pain. DJ Payne. DJ Payne. Stop pop locking and answer the question. All right, so I'm gonna turn DJ down so he get his life right, cause he's still All right, Dion.
Yo.
Top 5 players in the NBA.
LeBron.
Mhm.
KD. I think DJ's still trying to chime in. I can't get an order after LeBron and KD, so I'm gonna just say Melo, CP3, and I'll give Russ in there.
Okay, James. James just froze again. Oh, James.
I think everybody's connection freezing up.
James. All right, Ramon. Top 5 players in the NBA.
Kobe. LeBron. KD. D Wade. You can't count out Melo, man. I'm gonna say Melo, man.
All right, Teron.
First and foremost, Kobe Bryant.
He's all you about to testify.
Praise Mamba.
Then you got LeBron, KD, of course. Chris Paul's up there, and I'll say Carmelo. But if I was to extend to 6 and 7, I gotta say Tim Duncan still. Like I still have to say that. And then 7, I'll put Russ right there between 6 and 7, him and Tim Duncan.
Okay. Now, are we doing top 5 off of just overall people that's in the NBA right now, or are we doing top 5 that pretty much played this season?
Top 5 on June the 2nd, 2014. Like not like a lifetime achievement award like right now.
But they're still on the roster.
Right. All right, so my top 5: LeBron, KD, Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, and then Melo. That's my top 5. I don't have Chris Paul in my top 5.
My phone dropped.
Nor Kevin Love.
Kevin Love is. See, here's the thing about Kevin Love. When you talk about defense, you say he don't play defense, but at the same time he grabs 15 rebounds. That's defense to some extent. Like, that's part of defense. He'll never be Serge Love or Kevin Ibaka. But
he stands under the goal, man. He babysit.
Yeah, I can't say getting rebounds is really defense.
Nah, that is defense. So that's the most important part of defense.
Rebounds is big part of defense. Everybody can't slap the floor and pull their shorts up and check up, man. Somebody got to box out. Like, that's like a Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley wasn't the greatest defender, but he knew how to box out and grab them boards at 6'4". So I mean, that's the way I look at Kevin Love. I don't. When people say,
I don't know. Barkley breath will stink, I was told. So I don't know if that's not.
James, we never heard your top 5, man.
Yeah, my phone dropped, man. I apologize for that. My 5, I would say LeBron, Durant, and then after that, it's just real murky. Like, for real, you could go with a bunch of dudes after that. I'm gonna say Westbrook.
You better not say Dwight Howard, but Nick. Look at Nick.
I'm gonna say Russell Westbrook, and don't choke the baby.
We'll say Dwight Howard.
I would never say Dwight Howard in my top 5.
You could, Nick.
My next, I would say Russell Westbrook. I'll say Tony Parker, and Jesus.
Now, can I ask this question?
Let me get my 5th though. My 5th, I would reluctantly say Chris Paul.
All right, yeah. Ask your question and then Nick.
I mean, like we said, people that was on the roster. Like, I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm not doing it as a Bulls fan, but
yes, you are.
A healthy Derrick Rose, where will he fall in? A non-fragile Derrick Rose.
Well,
but you can't take that out though.
A healthy Derrick, but no, you could. A healthy Derrick Rose would be 5, in my top 5. He knocks out Melo.
But he hadn't been healthy since 2010.
AD.
I'm just saying, because we said we was going off the roster and versus, pretty much people that was more actively playing this year.
Look, Kobe's my favorite player in the game, but I'm not putting him in my top 5 because he hadn't been healthy. Let me see him when he's healthy, then I'll put him back in the top 5. But
so now that's where I got confused at when we was picking our top 5s. That's why I asked that.
Nick is chomping at the bit. Go ahead, Nick. Top 5 players, man.
All right, I'm gonna go LeBron, Durant, Westbrook, Harden.
What?
What?
Yo,
Numbers. That dude buckets.
Scooby?
Okay, if we talk about numbers, then why can't you put DeMarcus Cousins up there?
Wait, that's my top 5.
Wait a minute.
That's my top 5, DJ.
You're right.
You're right. That is your top 5.
Overreacted. I'm sorry. I overreacted.
All right. LeBron, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, and Blake Griffin.
Y'all left Blake out.
Blake, man. Blake ball. Yo, Blake is getting a jumper, B. He's getting the game.
Y'all talking about Chris Paul. The only
Blake.
I gotta see Blake Griffin do without Chris Paul.
He did. What are you talking about? Where you been the last 2 months?
No.
They were the third seed in the West.
He did.
Well,
That was all because of Blake Griffin.
I feel y'all attacking me. Nah, but you're right.
Don't pull the Zimmerman, man. Don't pull the Zimmerman, bro. Self-defense, man. Don't do it.
That was a good DJ. I'm sorry. That was funny.
Hey, man, 2 months isn't a season, though.
Right.
And it doesn't make you consistent.
My thing for
if that's the case, then Patrick Beverly deserves to be on offensive, all defense team, the first team.
Don't mention that name. Nah. My thing for top 5 though, if you're gonna be a top 5 player, my thing is you at least have to have gone deep in the playoffs. I would like for you to see at least been in the finals or something. I don't think you can be a top player you ain't made the playoffs. If you're one of the elite of the elite players in the game, you will have elevated your team. I remember seeing D Wade in the 2010 year when they were obviously trying to tank to get LeBron and Chris Bosh on the team, and he still got that squad in the playoffs. I remember Kobe Bryant playing with Smush freaking Parker.
Yep.
Kwame Brown. You're going somewhere. You're going somewhere now.
Oh, Lord.
I'm about yo, hold up, James. I'm about to tie to you, yo. Give me your address.
J. Harris White at yahoo.com. You seen the PayPal?
All right, George.
I said with vouchers. Nah, but for real though, if you're a great player, you at least get them in the playoffs. Maybe a 6 seed or a 7 seed, but you at least get them in the playoffs. Kevin Love can't get them in the playoffs, man.
So he's not an elite player?
He's a great player, but you're talking about top 5. You mean I'm gonna take this 5 over everybody else in the league, and you haven't even been to the playoffs? Nah.
I can't give Kevin Love elite either, yo.
I think you guys are crazy. Seriously. You guys are crazy. Listen, first of all, you guys overlooked Blake Griffin, who's pretty much the most improved player.
I said Blake
over the last 2 years.
I like Blake.
And then you overlook. Even I overlooked him. The double king of the NBA. Nobody's better getting double-doubles, man.
I like Blake.
I hate
my only thing with Blake is got to do it more than 1 year. That's my thing. This is a good year. Can he do it again next year? Everybody I put in my top 5, they put in work for a couple of years now. So Blake had a great year this year. It's a breakout year. I like him. I think he improves the play. Can he do it again next year and the year after that? That's my thing.
I don't see him falling off though.
He's getting better.
How old is it?
Oh yeah, he's getting better at flopping.
Answer this question. For Lake, would you like to see him on your team?
Absolutely.
Blake Griffin?
Of course.
Absolutely.
No. No. I would never pick him in the NBA. I'd never pick him in 2K, man.
What? We talking real life. What are you talking about, 2K?
I'm just saying, period.
You want to win games or not?
2K is life, Nick. Bro,
I gotta agree with Ramon. If I'm taking Kevin Love first, because that's
Oh yeah, all day,
I'm taking Kevin Love first, man.
all
I'll
day.
take Kevin Love before I take Blake Griffin in 2K, man.
I'll take
All
LaMarcus
day.
Aldridge before both of them.
Hey.
Nah.
We're talking about a guy that's improved his free throw shooting, his jump shot, his post game.
His flop game.
So what? LeBron flopped. So
Yo,
what? LeBron's the best player
LeBron don't
on
flop. LeBron is a technician. That's
Mute yourself, George.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
LeBron don't flop.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Dave.
Oh my God, shade
Uh-oh.
time.
LeBron don't flop.
Oh,
I'm joking.
So, what is actually an improvement in the NBA? How much did he improve for you to, like, honestly say that he improved the jump shot? Like, what is it? Like, what is it? Is his field goal percentage went up? What is it?
Yes, it did. His numbers went up. All his numbers went up.
All
30.
right, what about, okay, so what you're saying, he got way more mid-range game.
Exactly. It's more consistent. He's always tried that shot, but he hasn't been consistent with it. But this year,
He's
How long
looking
has
for
he
that
been
shot this year.
consistent with it?
huh?
He's
That was
been
last
consistent
year.
with it all year.
Well, last year he was given those shots and he wouldn't take it. This
Right.
year he gets it. He's shooting it with confidence, make or miss. Like he knows he can hit it.
So that's an improvement.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, DJ, that's an improvement.
Like,
Right.
like,
You
that's
do
it.
something
Like,
bad 12 months ago and you do it better 12
like,
months later.
when I play
call
ball,
it
when I play ball, I think I can shoot from the half court line. Like,
nah, you can't though.
Ron, I lock you up every time I play. So that's another
You're
subject.
bugging. You're bugging.
Nah, but no shade for real. But nah, he definitely has improved. I get that, but I can't give him top 5. I'm sorry. That's just me.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I think top 5 is.
The reason being is because he has such a stacked team, and you can say, well, LeBron has a stacked team.
Wait. Time out. Now, I totally disagree with that. I hate when people make that point. You can't.
I just want to see him do
can't
it
say somebody
himself.
good because their team is good. I despise that point. I despise.
No, I'm not saying he's good because his team's good. I felt he was good when he first came in the NBA and he ain't had no team. I'm not saying that at all. I still want him. I want to see the consistency without a Chris Paul, without a Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford is super inconsistent too. He is on that bench.
But he real though.
Matt Barnes is the most consistent Clipper there is.
Basically.
Wow.
Look it up.
I just think with that top 5 situation, I mean, I'm looking at is I can base my whole team around this one guy, and if he's in there, I got a shot to win no matter who's around him. And I can't say that about, really, I'm only comfortable with 2 guys.
You said LeBron and KD, right?
Dude.
But Nick, can we talk
LeBron
about
and KD, yeah.
the James Harden thing?
No.
Nick, you're muted. Nick, can you unmute? Because I really need you to explain that for me, Doc.
James Harden?
Yeah, how he slipped in your top 5.
I mean, he balled out. I mean, he's what he's always been. He just coming off the bench. Dude, he's an elite player. He's top 5. I mean, I really can't find.
Right?
Huh? We're not talking
You saying
about
offensively or
talking
just in
about
general?
defense. He's a top 5 when he got the ball in his hand. He's top 5, right?
Yeah, I think we're all defining it differently. I'm saying top 5. You can do it on both ends of the floor.
Offensively, James.
Well, I don't care if that's the case. You might as well put somebody block shots in there. I mean, we always talk when you say top 5. You're talking about dude to give you 30 and 10, right?
Like he'll give you 30, but he'll give him 25.
You left Melo out.
You can't hold that against him,
right? So you would take James Harden over Melo?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, Melo's in the same category as Dwight Howard with me, man. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yo, you're crazy.
Come
sorry.
on, Nick.
Melo, dude, Melo will never make anybody better. Never. Melo will gun his own son out. He's a gunner, yo. Nah, I don't like Melo, man. He gets too much credit.
Oh,
Listen, Alaska is cold. I always say this. Alaska is cold, and Melo can score. So what? What? What's the big deal, right? He can score. Oh, he can fill the book. So what?
But wait, but that's the same thing you're saying about James Harden, though.
No, it's not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not.
Like, I
what
don't
I'm
see the
saying.
difference. You're saying they can both score.
Yes, but the difference is you put James Harden on any team. He's been winning. He won with Houston. He won with OKC.
No,
He's a-
Durant, he was.
You put Melo with the Defensive Player of the Year, right? Raymond Felton, who had a great year.
Whoa.
Wait, hold
No,
on.
the year before when they made the playoffs. J.R. Smith and all these other cast around him, and he's still like nothing to show for it. He'll give you 28, right? And 7. So what?
First of all, there was no way in the world Tyson Chandler should have never
Defensive player.
never been named NBA Defensive Player of the Year when he wasn't even top 15 rebounds and he was on the second team all defense. So I don't know who paid for it.
Hey, just like when Melo scored at 61 or wherever he scored this year, I wasn't even impressed. That was the ugliest 61 points I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, you're a hater, yo.
I'm not.
Yo.
It's not.
Yo, wait a minute.
That's what he does, right? That's what he does. So what?
He's in an ugly 61.
So what?
I ain't never seen an ugly 61.
It was ugly. It was ugly. And they almost like lost the game.
Like you see that Benz? Yeah, I see that Benz. The tires is dirty though. I ain't driving that dirty. Look at them tires. I'm just I ain't driving.
No, after 10 years of seeing Melo do the same thing for 10 years, I'm fed up. Done. He's doing the same thing. So what?
But he
gets
might
hot.
have his jersey on next year. What do you do when that happens?
George, he gets hot every February, right? He gets hot all of a sudden every February. It's November and December, and February he gets hot. So what?
Yo,
He did
hold
the same
on
thing
real
in
quick.
Denver. Denver never
Nah.
left the first round with Melo, right or wrong.
Wait, can I throw this out real quick? I'm just stuck on that ugly 62, 61. He went 23 for 35.
35 shots?
No, but he made 23 of them.
35 shots. That's what he
But
does.
he made 23 of them, though.
but if you're hot, why can't you shoot the ball 35 times?
Great point, DJ.
That's
Wait,
66%, though.
Teron, how much shots did the entire team take? Give that. You got to give the whole picture.
We'll find it. Mind you, he hit 66% of the shots.
Keep going.
That's ugly.
I'm going to tell you right now, the entire team took 90 shots.
Okay, that's a third, right?
Yeah.
But it's not half.
Dude.
Good point, DJ. Keep him coming.
Okay. How many free throws did he hit? How many free throws? Let's say the whole line. How many free throws did he hit?
He hit 10 free throws
Okay.
Out of
10.
All right. How many rebounds did he have?
What is
13
it?
rebounds.
There's some ugly free throws.
Ugly.
Ugly free throws.
How many rebounds did he have?
13 rebounds.
Ugly
Oh.
rebounds.
Listen, it's not a hit
13
team. What was
13 out of
what
what,
was the final score? What was the final score? What was the final score, Teron?
It was 96 to 125. They won by 29.
My point is, so what? So what?
That was an ugly win.
So what? So what? It was.
Just face it, Nick. Say,
Remember, I was the one guy that hated LeBron going for 62. Remember, I was the one guy that hated that, and you saw what happened after that. 10 games later.
That's like me saying, "Oh, you have an ugly hand. I got both jokers, both deuces in the spade." Like, stop it. He shot 66%. He had 13 boards.
But that's ugly, DJ.
Hey, and they still missed the playoffs. My point exactly.
Wow.
But we're talking about
because of that ugly game. You missed the playoffs.
Hey, my point exactly. If he went for 16 or 61, they still missed the playoffs. My point exactly. And nobody want to play with him. Nobody want to play with him. Nobody.
I think Kobe loved to play with him, by the way.
Kobe, get right. It's not.
Bring him on over. We'll gladly.
Man, I'll go to. I'll be a Heat fan so quick.
Come on, man. You can't do that, man.
You want to watch me? I take
You
you out.
didn't leave. Hey, Nick, you didn't leave us when Dwight was there.
Oh wow.
That's true. If you
Man,
didn't leave with the White Cave, you ain't leaving.
You
nobody.
definitely can't leave.
Hey,
when
can we
Sacramento
not bring that up?
They can sign me, and you still ain't gonna leave. If you ain't leaving with the White Cave.
Exactly. Now, who you hate? Who you hate more?
Dwight. If I see Dwight the side of the road, man, there's a good chance I won't hit him with my truck.
Nah, you gonna say what up though?
No, I won't.
Can I
Big
get
dude,
you?
yo.
No, I won't.
Right.
What up?
Take a picture on Instagram of all them pics, boy.
Yo, funny story. I met Brandon Jacobs once, but I was staunchly told, "Yo, don't mention you're a Cowboys fan." I was like, "I'm gonna tell him." So what? So after I talked to him and told him how much I love the Giants, it went real. 6'4", 270 on TV was totally different.
Mhm.
Right in front of it.
Stuttering,
I was thinking,
Stuttering Stanley.
like, man, Eli, he's great. I'll tell you one thing. Oh man.
I don't know. That whole Melo thing. It's more than just that for me. He doesn't do a team good, man. He's a big baby to me, but whatever.
Russell Westbrook does.
What? Russell Westbrook plays defense, dude. He
Okay.
rebounds. He blocks shots. He doesn't.
All right.
You don't see Russell Westbrook pout. He don't do none of that. Melo
Wait,
do.
what?
You don't see him what?
Hold on, what?
Play something with
No.
Patrick Beverly
No, Russell Westbrook is a gamer. Melo is not a gamer.
until Patrick Beverly is guarding Westbrook.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Westbrook tense up, dog, every time since that first injury.
I would.
Don't-
Hey,
Don't bring up White though.
I got a scar on my over my eye from when I got tripped from chasing the dog. I've been scared of dogs ever since.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't blame homie.
I won't blame him either.
Oh my God.
Listen to me. This is how I'm gonna tell you the whole Melo thing. His greatness, like y'all call it. Ain't nobody. They want to get rid of Melo, B. They want him gone.
Nah, I disagree.
They want Melo gone, dude. George Karl. You ever listen to George Karl talk about Melo? The worst player he ever coached, easily, and he coached J.R. Smith.
No, he said J.R. Smith.
George Karl is on that YOLO right now because he survived cancer, so he just like,
Yeah.
I get over cancer. I'm gonna tell everybody how I feel, and they just gonna know, like straight up and down.
And George Karl actually said that J.R. Smith was his worst player to coach, actually.
And Melo was second.
Either way.
He doesn't even belong in that list. That's my point.
Either way, your credibility was shot down. Give us
Because-
facts.
I mean, some people, just like DJ, just like you said that you won't take it without Chris Paul, and he did it without Chris Paul.
No, I said I want to see him do it consistently without him.
Wait a minute.
2
If you
months
do
is not
something-
being consistent, George.
DJ, if you do something for 2 months, that's not consistently doing
Not
it.
at all.
Hey, let's
Not
go on
at
Twitter.
all.
Let's go on Twitter and hashtag bag61.
Hey,
Have you done everything? Have you done anything for 2 months consistently, straight up?
Have I done anything for
Have you
2
done
months
anything?
consistent?
Have you ever?
I don't think because somebody does anything for 2 months makes them consistent. I don't think so.
So what?
I want to see him
what's
do
the
it next
threshold?
season.
What's the
I just wanna see him
consistency
do it
threshold?
next- I just want to see him do it in 2 seasons.
Dude, he did it in the Western Conference this year, man.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
Is that a part of this past season or no?
So you're pretty much saying that you need Chris Paul not to be there again. For him to show.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Chris Paul need to come to Lakers like he was supposed to.
David Stern.
David Stern. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Nah,
not
but
bring that
no.
up, man.
That was like one of the grimiest things on the face of the earth. But
Ever.
the only reason I understand it is because the NBA owned the Hornets at the time, so it was a bad look. It was the NBA saying, "All right, here, take him." Yeah, just give him. What was the trade like? Lamar Odom, a bag of peanuts.
They
And,
would have got Lamar Odom and Luis Scola
Luis.
And who else played? But hold on, y'all laughing. What did they get from the Clippers? What did they get from the Clippers? They got a broke down Eric Gordon and Farouk Aminu and a bag of chips and some Skittles. And that was a fair trade.
After y'all had already got Paul Gasol for two car washes.
No, Mark Gasol. Say it.
Mark Gasol.
I said you got Paul Gasol for 2 car washes.
No, we traded away Mark Gasol and a first-round pick for Pau Gasol, which turned out to be a good thing for them.
Mark Gasol wasn't Mark Gasol.
Yeah,
But
he
is
wasn't.
now.
He was nowhere near.
But he is now. He's a better player than Pau Gasol
Yeah,
is now.
he was like,
you look at the trade now and be like, yeah, the trade is fair.
Where is Farouk Aminu at? Where is Eric Gordon at?
They
Where's
all
what they
in
got
New
back from Chris Paul? That was weak.
Last I heard, they all in New Orleans and they threatening Anthony Davis's eyebrows together. Unibrow going. It takes a team. It takes a village.
Oh man.
All right, guys. So we done talked it up a whole lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this.
So you guys disagree with me on the 61? Can we
Man,
just
61.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that.
do I come off as a hater?
Hashtag
Absolutely.
Maybe I need an intervention. Do I come off as a hater?
Yeah, you come off as a hater, Nick.
Was my view wrong? Did I give my view the wrong direction?
That sounds like a new Diddy group. Bad
All
61.
right, let me ask this, Nick. How do you feel about Kobe's 81
They needed it. They needed every point that night.
against the Raptors?
We were down.
Yep.
We needed every bit that night.
And we had Smush Parker.
he was
Here
the
you go.
worst Russell Westbrook.
Sasha Vujacic.
Chris Mim.
And you forgetting we had Luke Walton.
He was
Dude.
starting. We had to pay Luke Walton $30 million to keep him.
Bruh.
That's how bad we were.
Dude, we needed every point that night.
Chris
Worst
Mim.
Russell
All right,
Westbrook.
can you please look up how many shots Kobe took that night for me, please?
Oh
Nah, I
God,
think it was a lot more though. Hold
It
on.
was a bad 81.
Nah.
Well, look at the time, guys.
That was a horrible 81, man.
Teron, your computer just shut off. Look at
That was
the
an
time.
ugly 81, man.
Y'all changed my mind on Melo. I'm gonna back off of that Melo thing.
That was an ugly 81, man.
Nah, they don't. Hey, my point is that they should have sat him that game. So I don't like guys going out and chucking it up, man. I hate it, yo. Hate it.
Oh wait, well you say you like Kobe's 81 though?
What? They needed it. That's the difference.
Hold on.
And mind you,
Well, he took 46 shots. I mean, let's just get that out there.
he only took what 9 more shots than 10, 11 more shots than Melo. Hey, let me go. Stay right here.
Wait. He took 40. Hold up. He took 46 shots and we won the game by 18.
Hate.
They needed every shot. They needed every shot, yo. That joke was close. They was gonna go.
Yo, we needed every point that night, B.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You consistent, yo. You consistent. I give you that.
Hey, George, you gonna make me cuss.
He said we needed every point. I was like, yo, they beat them dudes by almost 20.
Yo, Nick.
For a piece of loose leaf paper was defending Kobe, and Kobe was just roasting them. Kobe's jersey was so soaking with sweat. That joke was just hanging from shooting.
Yo, were the Knicks down when Carmelo went for that 61?
Nah,
No,
they won by 29.
No, I'm talking about were they down when he started going off,
no,
like throughout the game?
no, not even close.
But the Lakers were down.
We were down. Yeah, we were.
Yeah, the Lakers was down.
I mean, I can understand what you're saying with the Lakers, but I still can't. I can't say that. I can't
2-0.
I can't take away from his 61. It was just impressive.
After the
Hey.
open tip, it was down 2-0.
Hey,
They needed it.
hey, one thing y'all gonna get from me in this chat is consistency, man. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So,
Wow.
Oh man.
That's hilarious. So
Teron, was his 81 ugly or not, Teron?
I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, man. I loved all 81 of them points.
Me too. He
And
should have gone for 100.
But I also like all 62 of Carmelo's points too.
And LeBron 61 was
Against the same team.
Wait, you know
Against the
how-
same team, the
You know how I
Bobcats.
feel about that LeBron 61. That's not LeBron. That's not in his DNA to do that. That's not him. He pushed it too hard that night.
LeBron can average 70 points a game.
He can, but that's not LeBron. Everybody know that.
Drives.
That's why you shouldn't compare him to Jordan either. LeBron is LeBron. You compare LeBron to LeBron. He's 28, 10, and 10. He should have never gone for 61. He should have sat.
And what about David Robinson 71?
He needed every point that night to win the title. He had a purpose.
Who?
that was true because that was LeBron's first 50-point and
Think about it.
team at the same time.
It's not in
What?
his DNA.
But
Well, he did, but LeBron did say he was jealous, a little jealous of KD's scoring that high. Remember?
He did,
So he
but
was like,
it's
but if
not-
you want to be the head honcho, you're gonna make a point. And LeBron is that dude to do that, man. He gonna make a point to everybody.
Yeah, but as hard as he tries, he can't do that way consistently every night because he's way too. His basketball IQ is way too high for him to go out and just start chucking. You know,
I think if LeBron wanted to score 40 a night, he could.
that
He
was
could.
that was that like week or two where the MVP talk was this high and LeBron like, hey, just in case y'all forgot, this is my team. And he was just like destroying people, but then after that game, he kind of turned it off, and then the heat kind of fell off. Was losing games, but you know, it is what it is.
and that's what I'm talking about.
So I mean, I always understand. I mean, I know Jordan and LeBron play two different positions, but when you get to a point, it's no fun comparing LeBron and Larry Bird because
Bird's white. That's why.
I mean he's white and
And he couldn't jump over a phone book.
I mean conversation like when Mark Jackson said that LeBron is the best small forward ever, and then people were like kind of shocked. I was like, y'all shocked? Really?
I don't think it's fair to compare a player who's still playing to a player whose career is finished.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
I don't
That's
think
not
it's
fair to
fair.
LeBron either to do that.
There's nothing to either one. It's not fair to them.
That's a
I
great
mean,
point.
You never know what's going to happen, and then they played in two different eras, played two different styles of game. Let's wait until the man finishes his career before we assess where he
Two
is as far as
different
all-time
positions.
greatest.
James, you're a smart man, James.
But
Thank you.
you're always gonna be measured against greatness though.
That's fine. That's fine.
Do it
But
after when he's
let's-
done. Yep.
But let's not establish where you are. You can be measured against it, but let's not say you're better than or you're worse than until your career is finished. He still got. You never know what's gonna happen. You know. We all thought that. We all thought Grant Hill was gonna be. One of the all-time greats when he came out, and then he had a staph infection and never was the same.
Falling star.
Yes,
You never know what's gonna happen. So let a guy let his career finish. Right now, he could win a whole bunch of championships, or that could have been his last. So let's not even do that.
Thing. I think Grant Hill got married to Tamia. Took a real good look at Tamia and was like, you know what, my ankle is just not.
Hey George, you'd have done that too.
I was like, you know what? Can you sing again? My ankle hurts, babe. Just like I just saw you trying to run, catch the trash man. No, that wasn't it. I just messed it up again, Tamia.
Catch that check though.
Got all them checks. All right, so who's the bigger disappointment, Tracy McGrady or Grant Hill?
Wow.
Jason Williams.
I don't think Grant's a disappointment though. He had a long career even with his injury, and he was still effective late into his career.
Jason Williams.
Which one, the white boy?
No, I think you talking about shotgun Jason Williams.
No, I'm talking about Duke, Chicago Bulls, Jason Williams.
Oh yeah,
Jay
I
Williams.
completely
That's
agree.
the biggest
Completely
disappointment
agree. Completely agree.
in the NBA, bro. Biggest
Yo,
Nah, he ain't that disappointing. He dating Carissa Thompson, so he ain't that disappointing.
no,
I'm talking
no,
about.
he had potential. He had the potential to be like a
Dude.
great point guard, yo.
For real.
Unguardable, yo. Unguardable. His
But he had
shoot-
that motorcycle accident, right?
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah.
Playing.
He was the boss at Duke, though.
He was
I don't know, man. I just think that Grant Hill, man, he had that mid-range jumper that just was unstoppable.
And that box haircut, that mini box, that Gumby. Yeah, that Gumby, dog. You couldn't stop him.
And he had to get to the NBA to get a real lineup, though. And Duke, they weren't cutting his hair right at all.
Oh, yeah, dog. He had that drill sergeant. That drill sergeant was killing him, bro.
Like, dude, blend that thing in, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
man. Grant had a trash bag every game on his head, bro. Cut off trash bag.
Like, man, you're in North Carolina. Go down there to John P. Key's barber or something. It was bad, man.
Oh, my God. Yo.
Oh, boy.
He was doing that to himself.
I'm gonna throw another name out there for y'all. Brandon Roy.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Good
That's
point.
George's boy.
I love man. Brandon Roy was my dude.
That was my dude, man.
But, you know, I don't think it was his fault.
It wasn't his fault, but he was great to me, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, think about this when you think about Brandon Roy. When Greg Oden went number one, Kevin Durant went second. Portland could have had Kevin Durant, Brandon Roy, and LaMarcus Aldridge at the same time.
Yep. I thought about that, bro.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
but if that was the case, they wouldn't have had the same type of pick the following year, so they wouldn't have had the same players. Like
They would have had those three because they got LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Roy in the same year.
Right.
They still would have been the same spot.
They'd have had those three.
They would have had those three. That would have been nice. But, man, your knees, man.
But nah, they wanted Butter.
I think we about to add Derrick Rose to that list, man. Ain't gonna lie to you.
I think so too.
He ain't gonna be the same.
I'm happy Deanna's gone. So
We're about to add him to that list because his mental. I don't think mentally he ain't strong, man. He's weak mentally. You could tell.
All of that, I'm coming back, I'm not. I'm coming back, I'm not.
Yeah.
Just get healthy.
But once again, you got athletes playing ball. Like, he never really learned how to play the game. You know, I mean, he really relied on his athleticism to get him through.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know,
I don't think he's gonna be right. You're right.
And when your legs are gone, I mean, those knees, ACLs, when those are gone, you can come back, but you'll be gimpy. You'll be like Vince Carter around here. You'll be, you know.
Hey, Vince is still serviceable.
I was just about to say he just got to work on his jump shot like Vince.
But Vince, okay, we're talking about Vince being serviceable. He was Air Canada. He was the franchise. We're talking about a guy who they were looping in, talking about being an all-time great.
Yeah,
to
but
being
Vince
serviceable.
Vince been in the league 17 years though, at least.
Yeah,
but he's now just a serviceable player. He's
And that,
no longer.
that should be fine after 17 years, right? Dude's like 34.
No, he's 37.
Wow, even worse. I mean, like, serviceable 37.
I don't think he should be jumping over nobody. Like it always tickles me when he gets a dunk and he does the motorcycle thing still.
He does a jump again during the game.
I'm like, bro, that's a scooter now, Doc. That's
and he's serviceable at 37, man.
I think Walmart shopping right now, Doc. You just grab me stuff.
But let me say this though. Let me do say this about Vince. That 2000 dunk contest,
best ever.
Yep.
Best dunk
ever.
contest ever.
Any era, dude.
Best ever.
I was a senior in college when it happened. I turned into like a 5-year-old when I was watching
Me
it. I
too.
was jumping all over. I still got it on my DVR right now. I got it on keep. I won't delete it at all. It was crazy.
Best ever.
Yeah.
Who was in there? Franchise was in there too.
And McGrady.
And franchise was killing that night.
Him and McGrady, they were both putting in, like, I watch it every now and then. They were both putting in spectacular dunks.
Stevie Franchise looked like he looked like one of the Muppets that went to London. One of the villains.
That's wrong, man. That's foul. That's foul. That's foul, man.
What I do?
That's foul, dog.
Hey, speaking of that, wouldn't y'all put Yao Ming on that list of disappointments?
Yes.
Yep.
Nah, you knew that was coming.
But it's still a big disappointment. Let me tell you, I'm in Houston. They changed this whole thing around for him. The whole logo, that's a Chinese logo they got up.
Wow.
The way they changed the HR deal, that was all for Yao. They based this whole thing off of Yao Ming. Yeah,
wow, that's crazy.
That's huge disappointment.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just speaks to like the whole global situation. They knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what they were doing, man. Because that when that yen come in, they ain't turning it back.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was too. Was yen.
They're going to Bank of America to exchange it.
And their team, the Houston Rockets, is still the top-selling team in China. Still, to this day. Kobe was a popular player, but as far as team is concerned, they do more merchandising in China. They do better than that than in the States.
And he hasn't played in, what, 5 years?
Yeah. It was what year did he retire? 07?
Dang, that's crazy.
It's like you got Yao Ming, then you followed up with Jeremy Lin. Like, you captured that
He's from
market
Taiwan.
completely.
He's not from China, but they played off of it. I guess they think they all look alike. So.
Yeah, they all good.
Their feet, boy.
But Yao Ming, though, he definitely had the biggest head in NBA history, right next to Arvydas Sabonis. So he gonna go down for something. He got to
how
wear
strong your neck got to be to have that kind of head, man.
You got to wear a 9 fitted or something, 9 or 10.
Yao Ming was out here wearing double up throwbacks, man. And his head had 2 teams on it. I've seen a tailor-made cap before. Everybody else got Mitchell and Ness hats. He got Mitchell and Ness and Taylor and Wilson.
So his hat got a movie title.
Got captions on it, man. Got with album credits. Dude. Get the hell on this dude.
He's big, bro.
I wore his ankles out. They had to support his whole head.
Yeah, that's really. I think you know what? I think that's true, man. And then you know them Chinese cats be trying to shrink their feet every day. So Yao Ming he didn't know what to do, man. He messed up both ways.
Hey, y'all remember the Olympics when he was walking in the opening ceremony carrying that child? He's about to die.
No, it was so much being gay in the air. Yao Ming had them greasing them feet up, boy. He was hurting. Try to carry that child. I remember that Judge Jace.
That child was so scared, man.
I mean, that child was like 6 feet in the air. Of course, he was scared. It's crazy, yo.
All right, y'all. We gotta end this junk right here. Way longer than I was.
Wait, before you end it, he said he had 2 teams on his hat.
He said it was a new
Houston Rockets Astros
hat.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh man,
he said they were double up fitted.
And cap and a snapback at the same time. They do that.
He said he go to a lids, but the lids in Yao Ming house got like 15 D's, like lids.
That dude Cap had a logo of Jerry West and Akeem Olajuwon. Two logos.
We gotta go. Oh, if you stay to watch this whole thing, God bless you. All
Yeah,
right.
go get it.
Well,
All right, y'all.
next time.
Man, 61.
We'll be recapping the finals and other stuff like that. And also, I'm gonna do some I wanna cover the NFL's top 100 players too. So
Barry Sanders.
we'll be back to do all that stuff too. All right.
Tom Brady.
Bad 61.
All right.